Hey, Lon Naylor with Screencast Pro, and in this quick video I'm going to give you some pro setup tips that are going to help us take our screencast videos to the next level. Of course, the biggest and most fundamental piece to this is our computer. This is called our digital video workstation, and it's the backbone of our video production studio. In the main video, Joey very correctly mentions that, hey, you can use a laptop absolutely to create your screencast videos on. And I'm just going to make a couple of distinctions here when we start talking about a professional level environment. This basically boils down to a matter of computing power. When it comes to video production, there's a basic computing truth. Bigger is better, faster is better. And typically, just because of the technology, we are sometimes then talking about a desktop level computer. If you have the impression that a desktop can be faster, bigger, and in that sense better than a laptop, then you'd basically be correct. And this holds true on the PC as well as the Mac side. Desktops are fundamentally more expandable. They typically can hold much more powerful processors, more RAM, and all the things that make video production, which can be a very compute-intensive task, much quicker, faster, and to some degree easier. Again, this is not something you need to just go out and get right out of the gate, and in fact, a lot of video producers live very happy and productive lives using their laptops. It's just a consideration that you might want to be aware of if and when you decide that this is absolutely core to your business and you want to step things up a bit. Of course, the first question I usually get asked when I make such a statement is, well, what computer should I buy? And I'll just let you know that that's basically a recommendation that I just can't make. The reason for that is that if we have the same conversation about a week from now, things will have changed. Faster processors, any number of things as the computer world goes rolling along will happen. So I'll give you just a little bit of a basis of what you can look for at any given point in time. Probably the most useful tip is to look for a computer that gamers love. Gamers, of course, are fixated on very fast video performance, and anything that a gamer gives a thumbs up to is certainly going to be applicable and pretty much rock as your digital video workstation. The next pro-level tip I'm going to give you is really kind of a handy one. Absolutely, one of the most productivity-enhancing things I've ever done in my setup is to acquire an additional monitor. Almost all modern computers today have the capability of displaying on dual monitors. Essentially what happens is the display for the main monitor can be extended out onto the second monitor. This is handy when we're creating screencast videos and working on our production for a couple of big key reasons. One of them is that in using the Camtasia recorder, I can move that program over onto the additional monitor and not have it pop up all the time and just generally be in the way of the screen that I'm actually trying to record. In that sense, the extra monitor gives me additional real estate to put stuff that I need to have open while I'm recording on the main monitor. Another big productivity boost comes when I'm using a script for important videos like sales or squeeze pages. I can open the script on the additional monitor and read and record the audio while I'm capturing the on-screen action on the main monitor. This is huge. Not something you have to do, but believe me, I would never go back to a single monitor again. The last really big point I want to bring up is the subject of backups. Let's face it, computers and hard disks can crash. And with them go all of your hard work. And if video is core to your business, then you have just potentially lost an important and vital business asset. Don't do that. If you've never experienced a complete and utter computer meltdown before, I can't really explain it to you. It's kind of like trying to describe a hangover to someone who's never had one. You've got to live through it to believe it. As a computer engineer of 35 years, I can tell you that there have been plenty of occasions where a computer breakdown has taken center stage in my life. Having backups is probably the one saving grace to the whole ugly scenario. In today's computing environment, we're very fortunate that the price of hard drives, which we can use to back up our work, has fallen dramatically. There's really hardly any excuse to not be backing up your work anymore. I generally use external drives that are extremely affordable and pack a ton of storage with them. And for the last year or so, with the advent of cloud computing becoming more and more popular, there's lots of options out there for us to put our work up into the cloud so that it's easily retrieved from any location. Google Drive is good for this. There's lots of other cloud hosting options, but of course our favorite is the one that we'll run our videos from, and that's the mighty Amazon servers using Amazon S3. The storage there is dirt cheap, and it's just worth the investment to make sure that we don't lose all of our hard work. So there you have it, just a couple of real quick tips that'll help you become the absolute Screencast Pro.
Have you heard the news? 15 million people are jobless, and they are loving it. In the next 2 minutes, I'm going to share how you can become jobless too. For many, making a living means working for someone else. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but how's it been working lately? These people are jobless because they made the transition and became one of 15 million with home businesses. Businesses thriving even in today's economy. They became the boss and seized control of their lifestyle using the 4 principles of home business done right. These principles replaced and even doubled their lifestyle without putting up with commuting, office politics, or a boss. 4 simple principles that will help you master your financial destiny. What are the 4 principles? That's what a millionaire home business expert will teach you in this free instant webinar. Discover the proven secrets to home business success, and you'll soon be making the exciting transition to jobless. I know a lot of these videos talk about time and financial freedom, but what are those things exactly, and why should you even consider pursuing them? Those 2 kinds of freedom mean staying an extra week or 2 when you're on a luxury vacation. The time and money aren't an issue. You have no job to report to because you are the boss. This means you choose how you spend your time. Spend it with family, friends, and make new friends. Watch your children grow and enjoy those special moments. Help those in need. And finally, take advantage of the deluxe and premium options in life. Not settling for just average anymore. Today's technology can put your business in your pocket. Never before has this been possible. Your business is wherever you are, anywhere in the world. I'm sure you've noticed there's an economic shift happening right now. Those with the eyes to see and the resolve to grab the opportunity will reap the rewards for decades to come. Don't become the kind of job statistic you hear on the nightly news. Become the right kind of jobless, a home business entrepreneur. Register for this life-changing instant webinar now. Fill in the form you see here and take control today.